Is it in written form, your whatever you deliberated, said?
Ji Huzoor.
Yeah. You said that all the members, all sitting here are not the members of your association.
Not yet, Huzoor.
I think all the Khuddam studying science should be the part of this association.
Ji Huzoor.
So that it means this is a compulsory membership. Huh?
Ji Huzoor, we will make sure, inshallah.
And those who are doing GCSE or in the final year of GCSE, did they come on their own, or you invited them because of their interest in science or research?
The GCSE students, there were some students whom I spoke to, and they showed interest in research. When I told them about the research association, they gladly wanted to be part of it.
Part of it. Okay. But those who are doing graduation and post-graduation, they should be at least a part of it. Huh?
Ji.
As you have read some of the excerpts of my different sermons, I gave you the broader outline of this field and the instruction in this regard. So now you have to explore the avenues and the prospects of various fields which are needed and required very, direly. And our research students should be pursued to involve themselves in those specific fields. So there is a lot of spade work to be done. I cannot do the spade work, so now I have thrown the ball into your court. Now you have to do it.
Inshallah, Huzoor, we will try our best.
But as you have said, and what I understand, we need scientists in pure sciences, like physics and chemistry and biology, and of course medical sciences also. If it is only, you are going to confine this association to science students, and another association should also be for other social sciences subjects, research of the social science. And then there is economics and social sciences and rural sciences, and banking and accounts and others.
So, Huzoor, we have encouraged Khuddam who are in higher studies in economics, archaeology, social sciences, history,
and so many other subjects, history.
Ji.
Acha. These are, how many of you are doing a PhD? What is your subject?
Assalamu alaikum, Huzoor. My subject is medical imaging, so using MRI to study how babies develop inside the womb.
Acha. You know how baby develop inside the womb. Quran has already told us. But in different stages.
Yeah.
And if there is any thing wrong during the development of the fetus, you are studying that one?
Yeah. At the moment we're studying the normal development to see exactly how the imaging modalities can pick up the different stages, and then we compare that to abnormal fetuses and see where is the deviation in brain structure and other anatomical differences.
Because nowadays you have been doing scanning of all the pregnant women.
जी.
So, are you doing it, getting the sample from human beings or some other animals?
In my department, we only do human beings, but there are other groups in Australia and other countries that focus on sheep in particular and try and use those as a comparison.
So, if it is human being, then you have to do it on daily basis, on weekly basis, or what?
If we use ultrasound, then you can use that on a weekly basis. But we use MRI, which is magnetic resonance imaging, and that's a much larger machine. And to put the mothers inside the machine, the mothers start to feel a bit uncomfortable. So we have ethical approval.
Because as if you have put the person in a tunnel or
That's right,
or in a grave. Yes.
So we, at the moment,
I have passed through this twice, so I know.
Me too. We try to take more care of the mothers than they do of particularly men, and we leave their head on the outside so they don't feel too claustrophobic. But we can scan them up to 6 times during the course of their pregnancy, not more than that at the moment.
Achha. So how do you know the different stages during changes? Because sometimes the changes happen on daily basis.
That's right. This is the problem of sampling. That how often we can take the pictures. At the moment, when they use histology, so where they have the specimens, then they have done in a lot of detail that on a daily basis how the brain changes, and also with ultrasound. But with MRI, because we sample so infrequently, maybe once a month or every few months, then we can just try and compare that compared to the histological samples. That is it the same or is it different? But we don't have the luxury of being able to check on a daily basis at the moment.
That you consider luxury?
For the MRI department, yes.
But government is providing enough fund for this? NHS, it is under an NHS or no?
We are under a Medical Research Council, but because our department is one of the leading in the world, then we have a lot of funds available.
So from other donor countries, or from WHO or what?
No, the MRC is a UK government body which provides the funding.
Does the WHO provide funding for research?
Not to our department, but
no, anyway.
I think in other
or
other
they
countries
are only providing medicine and healthcare and simple.
So they do to developing countries, usually public health research they do fund, and infections and plus the swine flu, so they are funding some drugs for countries.
But not in research.
In research, they
Take microphone.
Huzoor, because I have worked in Pakistan on a WHO project, so they do fund some clinical trials, public health, and.
But this swine flu is just new thing.
Yes, it's totally new. So they do fund clinical trials in the developing countries. So I don't know if they are funding the swine flu research or not.
No, but they have already announced that it is normal type of flu. The strain is just normal, so you can treat it with the normal medication.
Ji Huzoor, the panic has been overblown. It's not that
That fatal.
yes.
Hmm?
Ji Huzoor.